All right, guys, what's going on? What are you doing? How you doing, Gervais, Ricky, Tonka, Andrew, Guggen? How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a great day. Pretty amazing day for me myself. I was a little bit early. I was expecting a pullback, as you guys probably know. I did take a couple of put plays earlier in the week that did not work. I cut them quick, whatever. I was waiting for this kind of day. We got exactly what we needed today. Every number was given out. Technically was almost perfection. The only thing that didn't work perfectly is that IWM full gap fill. We got very close to it. But thanks to Ricky's call out this morning, I did hit IWM 196s for tomorrow. I hit them twice. I got them at 60 cents. I sold most of them at 90 cents, and then I was waiting for 120, didn't get it. I left for a while, came back. They were the same price. They're at 60 cents, so I added them back again, whatever I sold, and then I sold those ads again at 60 cents. So now my position is completely free. Sold both of them for 50%, not bad for a day trade. I mean, 50% takes a long time if you guys are looking at it from equity point of view. So great trade there. I'm holding some free runners into tomorrow for that gap fill we'll go over in a bit. Other than that, everything worked out. They did kind of trick me out this morning, but I didn't fall for it today because of bonds action. Literally, bonds action only kept me in this trade, or kept me thinking the same. What they did was I gave the levels on Sunday. You guys can go in earnings newsletter. My SPY levels were all given on Sunday. And as you guys see through the week, all the levels worked. Basically, we got a pullback. 412.63 was a big level this week. And basically, we held above it. Monday, Tuesday, I think. Wait, when did the week start? Week started August 8th. So we had 412.63, we had 417.35. Those levels are unchanged from Sunday. You can go check them right now. We stopped at 417.35 on Monday, pulled back to 412.63, danced around there for a bit, went underneath on Tuesday, and then the CPI number exploded us right through the level. Then to the next level yesterday, which was 420.44, stopped almost perfectly, 420.04, off by 40 cents on Wednesday. And then today with the PPI, they gapped us up again. Got to my very top level, if you guys are looking at a 30-minute candle. Never closed one candle above my top resistance here at 423.91. Started coming down, and then it was just a matter of level to level as well. And we'll switch over for SPX for that. QQQ led the way down. I told you guys QQQ way too extended. We do need a breather. I mean, we've been up straight in a line. Even if we get a 3-day pullback like we did here, we can still retry support down here at 318 and then go higher to the 200-day, maybe. Possible, I don't know. Next week, I do expect another pump before the real dump happens, because bears are going to be all over this move. All the bears that have been waiting. What's going to happen, basically, I'll tell you right now, market psychology. Every bear has been trying to short this, right? They've been trying to short every single day the whole way up. They finally got a down day. They're going to be all excited. If they give them another down day tomorrow, they're going to get even more excited. They're going to add on to their puts instead of taking profits. And then what they'll do, most likely, I'm not right all the time, as you guys know, but what I see coming, they're going to dip this either 2 or 3 days maybe, and then they're going to rip it back into OPEX. By that next rip, all these bears will be destroyed. They'll give up on puts, they'll start flipping long, and then that's when they pull the rug. That's my game plan personally. After August OPEX, I think it's going to be a bloodbath, and that's how I'm positioning myself, and we'll see what happens from there. XLF completely sideways today, really showed some strength. If XLF turned today, we would have had a real bloodbath. The only reason we held 4,200 on SPX is banks, in my opinion. IWM will go over now. Ricky right in the morning called out the gamma was the most bearish on IWM, so I joined him in his puts. He got him at 70 some, I got him at 60 because I waited for a bit. I was looking for that SPY top touch right here, and I got him at 60 cents, and I went over the trade already. My target for IWM personally was these two gap fills. So we have 195.95 as yesterday's gap fill, and then we have another gap fill all the way down at 192.17. So those are the two gap fills. I think they have to fill these gaps before that last pump up to August 19th OPEX, which is next week, Friday. So that's just my personal game plan. I can be completely wrong, but that's how I'm playing it. So, I mean, I'm literally just laying it out for you guys. I'm not one of these guys that is going to be like, oh, it might go up, it might go down. I need a game plan. I need to know what's going to happen. That's the only way I can hold a position with confidence, or else I'm going to get scared out on every dip or every rip. I have my game plan. I suggest you guys make your own. It can be different, can be the same. I don't really care either way. I'm not going to get mad if you have a different game plan. Sent this SPX chart last night, yesterday in the group as well. We have the key levels here. We have the 50% retrace, which is 4229. They say a daily close above the 50% rate trace cancels out a bear market. So that was a very, very important level today, 4229. Obviously, they went way above it today, but they closed it below, which is all that matters. The daily close is an ugly shooting star candle. Last time we got one of these, you guys see the follow through the next day as well. And these candles are usually pretty accurate on the daily, as you guys see here. A little sell off at the top, 200, big red day next day. So just keep an eye out for more weakness tomorrow. What I'm expecting is we don't get that last pump into August OPEX until they fill this gap on IWM, but I could be wrong again. US, this is the rut we're watching. We are in the middle of no man's land. So rut right here, we have 2030 to the upside and 1947 to the downside. We're sitting at about 1980, so about 40 points up, 40 points up. We're right in the middle of no man's land on rut. They can literally do anything here. That's why I didn't hold too many puts. I have a couple free positions. I made my AMD almost free. It's not really free. And the IWM is completely free, and I'm still holding the UVXY for September. UB was my main indicator yesterday. I showed you guys this on post market yesterday. The guys that were on post market, you guys know what my game plan was today. And as you see, we called the absolute low on TLT here at 108. If you guys remember, I have not touched any of these indicators. I said they're trying to change the daily trend in favor of the bulls. 108 was my bottom call. 108.12 was the absolute low on TLT. So we did hit calls on that. And now you guys, as you see, it was just a bear flag. If you zoom out on bonds, this is very clearly a downtrend and now a further bear flag than usual, but still nonetheless a bear flag. Until that trend recaptures the 200-day, it is not truly a bullish trend. So bear flag and breakdown with conviction and volume today on TLT. I usually focus on UB. It usually tells me better for tech. So that's what I follow mostly. And as you guys see here, clear bear flag, clear break, increased volume. That's exactly what you want to see on a bear flag break. And that's exactly what told me there was going to be weakness in equities today. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin overnight, naturally, there's 4 hours left on this daily candle. I expect it to close right back in this damn range that it's been in for the last 11 days. Yesterday tried to break through, still underneath. And as you guys see here, this whole last 3 weeks has just been range bound 23,950 to 22,600. And that's an ugly daily candle. If we close back in the range, we're just range bound yet again on crypto. AMD, so big pump this morning, scared out a lot of people. I did take puts yesterday. I added to them today. My average is around 32 cents. I have 90 puts for next week. It's a little farther out. I like T's play better. It's closer. It's easier. But if we get that downtrend day tomorrow like I expect chips to get absolutely wrecked. Chips have no business being way up here. After the stuff that MU said they have negative cash flow, another bad quarter coming. So MU is going to be an easy short tomorrow if we get a down day in the market. Nvidia, awful pre-release of earnings. They're going to have a horrible day. All they did was go up and fill this gap to 186.66. They filled the gap right here from their pre-earnings release. And look at that daily candle. That's disgusting. Nvidia tomorrow, most likely we test 175. And then under 175, we got 168 on NVIDIA. 175, 168 on NVIDIA tomorrow. And if they really want to do a downtrend day, they can hit both targets tomorrow itself. Apple was 7% off all-time highs, guys. At the highs today, this whole bear market, this everything, blah, 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 everything that happened, Apple was only 6.5% off all-time highs. And I know I keep saying this like some kind of dork, but it's a very key thing. When everything is down so much, you have growth stocks down 90%, 80%, 70%, and Apple is only 6% off. That's why I'm saying when you choose your long-term investments, choose them wisely, because Apple is not going anywhere. And even if we do come down some more, if we get Apple back around this 129, 125 level, I did, if you guys remember, right at the beginning of the year, I haven't changed this number. That's where I want Apple equity. I was sad. I was very sad I didn't get it down here at 129. I said, oh, maybe my target's off. We went down to 129. I was off by $4 on this freaking Apple, went all the way to 170. Your trade could have been done. Straight line too. If you guys look at the weekly, we haven't had a red weekly candle on Apple since that 129. Straight up in a line. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks straight from that 129 on Apple weekly. And even if we pull back now, anything above 150 on a pullback on Apple is perfectly healthy on the weekly chart. So that's what you have to pay attention to. Even though I do think we go and test this 129, and I will buy equity at 125 before this year is over. Other than that, JPM held above the 119. You guys see that very key level at 119. I tried to short it yesterday. The market was showing strength, but it did reject 119 all day. Overnight, they got it over, and look at this. They retested 119.31, which is exactly on my level. Retest, and they held it above. So tomorrow, if we get a down day, but JPM holds 119 into the close, I will be going into JPM calls for next week by tomorrow's close if it holds 119.31. Microsoft here kind of showed us in the morning. Everything else was strong. Microsoft was making new low of days. AMD is the same story. You guys see, I'll just show, for example, Apple in the morning, big pump right off the open, then kind of pulled back. Microsoft did not do that little pump. We just went straight down. We lost the pre-market lows on the first 10-minute candle of the day, kind of a little signal. And Tesla, same kind of thing. Big pump pre-market, lost it all, gave it all back, and closed at near the low of the day. It's probably an ugly, ugly daily candle. Yep. And that's what you call a... That's not... No, never mind. But if you look at SPY, we did not get a bullish. Okay, so I was thinking we were going to get bearish engulfing candles, but we did not. We did get a big reversal off my top level given on Sunday. And let's see if we get more downside tomorrow. Okay, so one thing I do want to go over is these small caps. I play these small caps a lot. They're very fun. They're very easy for me because I know my risk. I know where to sell, and I don't look for home runs on every play. That's why I don't call them out. They're very risky, guys. They're right up there with options because I do go heavier in these small caps than I do in options. So I don't want anyone to blow up their account because of me. So I do mention these names. If you know how to trade small caps, take a look at them. Try it. I called out this Huma down here around 370. I was selling for 450. I almost got $1 per share. I got 80 cents per share in the same day, which is a huge gain. I made a ton of money. And they had earnings after hours, or else I probably would have held it overnight. Another one I was mentioning in the morning is this DNA. If you guys see in the morning, I caught this one at 350 or 330, I believe. 330. I bought it right off the open, and I was selling for 450. Now, if you were greedy, like most people, and you held and you think, oh, it's going to go way more, it's going to go way more, you got absolutely destroyed. It closed right like 10 cents above my entry. I took my money, I ran. That's why I don't call these ones out. They're very, very risky. You have to know what your profit taking zone is. You have to know what your risk is, your reward is, and know when to get out. SMFR as well. This morning caught it at 215, I believe. 215 to 220 was my fills. I sold them in the 240s. And yeah, it gave it all right back, as you guys see here. Pack B was another one I called. So maybe go to YouTube, watch these videos, watch small cap videos, try to learn it. If you guys want to try, don't load the boat on them. I'm telling you, they're very volatile, they're very scary, and you have to know where you're getting in, where you're getting out, and where your risk is defined most likely. TGL is going to go like HKD, apparently a lot of people are saying. There's a big lot of talk about this one. Keep an eye on this one to keep going. It could turn into an HKD. It could turn into a complete flop. Let's see. What do I mean by HKD? This is what I mean by HKD. It went all the way up 21,100%, and now it gave it all back, and we're sitting at 214. So maybe right here, 214, usually what they do is they give a little dead cat bounce. Maybe they go to 420. And then they're going to bring it all the way back down to these IPO prices under 20 bucks. So that's how these small caps are played. Make sure you study, you have stop losses, you know where your reward is, you know where you're getting out, and don't get greedy with them because you can blow up your account. I'm not going to teach you them. They're very, very risky. It's not even something you teach. It's just something you feel after trading for a while. And I'm more comfortable playing these with equity than I am long in calls. That's why I missed most of the upside. While Yash T were absolutely crushing it, I kept saying no to plays. I wouldn't be comfortable. I can't sit in them. I know what the macro is. I know what the economy is. I'd rather play equity with my stop losses strict and I can take my reward whenever I want. Other than that, I hope you guys had a great day. I had an amazing day. It was probably my best day. I'm very, very happy with my trading today. And let's see what tomorrow